Hey everyone, CJ here. I wanted to take this time to go over our latest PGA Tour winner, Stephen Bowditch. I want to first congratulate Stephen. I know him on a personal basis. He practices in Dallas at TBC Craig Ranch, and I've had the opportunity to look at his swing, go and talk with him about it a few times. I do not work with him, but we spent a few times just kind of going over his swing, but great guy, and if you guys watch the telecast, you've heard that he's gone through some personal issues and has overcome the depression and is very happily married, and the big changes has really come from his home life, and so, and his wife Amanda. So I want to personally congratulate Stephen and wish him continued success on the tour. He is the third Australian to win this year, so he kind of came out of the same school as Adam Scott and a few of the other guys, so out of that Australian Institute for Sport. So great player. Now that he has the belief, and I think he has the personal life to go with it, he should see continued success. What we're going to see here with Stephen is he's got a great swing. I mean, a lot of good things. As you guys all know, I always kind of check the posture first. You can see back of the shoulders, tip of the knees, balls of the feet. This is a common theme amongst tour players, and posture, if you want to play this game to the highest level, you really must have a good setup. Everything here looks great. Let's watch as Stephen takes the club back here on the right. You're going to see how the club, the handle, or in other words his hands, the shaft and the club head work along that line at the start. But you'll notice how Stephen kind of gets the club a little bit more up in front of him here, on a little bit steeper angle, and you'll see why that is. And the reason being is right in here. You can see when he gets sort of a transition, the shaft lays down, and his arms actually work a little bit further away from him than normal. Now, because of that, and I'm saying normal, I mean, from some tour players, you can see his left arm's kind of running away from him a little bit, but not in a bad position because of his backswing. His backswing sort of matched up with what he was trying to do, and that allows the club to come down ultimately through the top part of the forearm, which is what we're looking for. You can see over here on the left side, he's got a tremendous amount of lag. This allows him to hit the ball pretty far and very solid. But there you go. So you can see what he's doing there, but you can see when his left arm kind of runs away from him. Like I said, it's compared to, a more traditional tour player, but that's okay. You can see how the handle works a little bit left. He definitely then gets a little bit of flip there, and we're going to talk about that. Over here on the left side, you're going to see some release at that point. And then you're going to see his hold off little move, because he wants the ball to kind of work a little bit from left to right. He kind of has to, and I'll show you why he will hit it left at times. But the one move, other than his posture, that I want everyone to see here at home, this is by far, in my opinion, his greatest move, and this is what helps him, makes him obviously one of the best in the world. He's, I think, 23rd now in the FedEx Cup. I want you to watch his knees at this point from the top down. If you've ever seen Sam Snead or you see some of the greatest players, you see this squat. What that little squat does is allows his right hip over here on the right screen to kind of stay back while his arms start working down. They start gathering speed. But that squat, that's very Sam Snead, Hogan-like. It's a great move to copy. If you can do that, you are well on your way to creating this move right here with the lag. So that squat move allows him to get his hands in front of the ball right there. Now, the one thing that we've talked about with Stephen and that we've worked on, and this is why he has a tendency to hit it left, okay, is notice his right foot. His right foot stays on the ground just a little too long. That is what causes a little bit of this club passing you, or passing him, I should say, in a little bit of flip motion. And that's why you can't really tell it, because I can see it here coming out in the trees right here on the right. But you'll see in this position here, the face should be matching this line. You can see his face is a little bit left, so it's closed. And so what he's doing here is he's actually trying to, you can see that hold off move with his left elbow in this point. So he's trying to keep the ball from going left, and so when he does hang on his right foot a little too long, he can get that. But his squat move is great, and if he just kind of got a little bit more weight into his left side, I would think that he would be winning a lot. So again, I want to congratulate Steven here. You know, great guy, super nice guy. Cannot say anything bad about him. And I'm glad to hear that things are going well for him off the course. But again, what you have to understand, all right, when you're looking at a player, a tour player, you need to understand your own golf swing. 1, do you have good posture? 2, do you have any idiosyncrasies or anything that you need, like Steven here, of keeping the club a little bit more in front of him so he can get it back down on plane? That is the key. If you have the club coming a little steep, is there anything you need to do? Ultimately, it's knowing your golf swing. And obviously, hit Perfect Connection Golf Swing, you know, we try to get your swing as fundamentally great or as good as it can be. And then we try to teach you a simple motion of, you know, the shoulder plane. But if the club is coming within this area here on the right and the shoulder plane, ultimately we're trying to keep the club within that area pretty much the entire time, as you can see Steven does here. So again, congratulations to Steven, and I will see you guys next week.